What's up everyone? Today we have the Corolla ZR Petrol, which is the highest trim, the ZR, in the petrol. So it comes in a hybrid and a petrol, and here today is the 2-litre petrol, which comes with 125 kilowatts of power and 200 Newton meters worth of torque, which is a decent amount for this little Corolla. So we're just going to take a quick look around it as we go through it. You've got your LEDs at the front that are always on. So it's daytime running, they will always be there. One little strip on the left and then a longer strip going down the middle, leading into the Toyota badge, and then that new front grille. So they've really redesigned this hugely compared to the last version. Because this is the ZR, it gets the awesome 18-inch wheels, which are Dunlop Sport Maxes, and the ZR gets the black design, which is much better than the previous SX and Ascent Sport, and it's 225/40 18s, which are decent wheels for this little Corolla. It grips pretty well, they're pretty sporty, and the ZR gets the best ones, as you would hope and expect from a top of the line. And then same thing at the back with your black rims and your Sport Max tires, still 225/40 18s. And then we're going to go over to the back and the new Corolla lighting system, which is really nice, and your ZR badging. There you have your little camera hidden under there, and your fake exhaust tips, which I don't really like. They should be bigger because the exhaust is hidden under there somewhere. It doesn't actually go through that, it's just purely for design. We're going to take a look in the passenger seat, actually the rear seats first. So you can choose whether you want black or red leather accented seats, and I like the red accented a lot more. It's all suede and leather and it just looks awesome. So you've got the red over here on the side, and then the red all along the inside of the rear seats and along the side and on the headrests as well. There isn't an awful lot of room. Those front seats could go a little bit more forward, but it'll do for now. We'll quickly take a look at the boot, which has 217 litres worth of storage. Now the thing is, and I've said this about all the Corollas, is because it sort of sits there, it could go deeper. They could bring the spare wheel a bit lower to allow you to be able to fit more in it, but can't get everything. There's your spare tyre. Thankfully, a lot of cars are choosing not to nowadays, so it's good to still have it there. Now we're going to head over into the passenger seat. Now the front two seats get, that's me in the reflection, the front two seats get these bucket seats, which are awesome. That silver there is super cool. You got the red leather accented and it just hugs you in really well, super comfortable, and they just look cool. They look super sporty. I definitely get the red leather accented. You can get it plain black, but the red just looks so much cooler. If you have the option, definitely get it. You've got your center console, which is a bit of leather as well. The storage is not too bad. You've got your 12-volt connector there, and then a 2.1 amp USB, which is awesome to see because you've got your second USB up the front here. That's what connects to the music, and that's 1 amp. And then if you want a bit of a faster one, faster charging, you get 2.1 amps in the center console. The only downside is the 2.1 amp USB can't connect to the car to play music and whatnot. So your options, you've got your little electronic handbrake, your sport and whatnot, and then here is your air conditioning, your dual climate, and then there is your 8-inch touchscreen. Now this doesn't have CarPlay. The new model that's just there, Toyota apparently is working on, will have it. So this is the last model to get without it. So I'll probably wait for the next one. It does have 8-speaker JBL system because it is the ZR, which is actually really good. It's obviously a high-end system, and you've got a decent amount of leg room in here for your passenger. And we'll go to the driver's side in a second. Let's come around. So it's got all the safety features that you would expect from the top of the line. It's got active cruise control, blind spot monitor, and so on. Now, straight onto your wheel, that is your cruise options. So that determines whether you want your lane keeping assist on, That determines how close you want to be to the car in front when you are in cruise control, and there are your cruise options. And the good thing I like is you've got paddles in this one. Although it's a CVT, I'm not sure how useful they'll be, but anywho. And then your volume controls there and your track. Now the same seat for the passenger as the driver. Then we're going to come to the display, your dash. And it's a big digital one, so it's all digital. You have manual dials on the right and the left, but the middle one is digital. So let's try and get rid of this warning. And you just basically can go up and down and change it, and the rev counter will change digitally. And then in the middle, your speedo, and then the left and right, you've got your fuel on the right and your temperature. You also have, I'm not sure you can see it there, your heads-up display. So there actually isn't a digital speedo within that instrument cluster, but if you look up here, you've got your heads-up display, and that's where your digital speedo kicks in. And you'll see some JBL speakers. There's one there, there's another one in the other side, and another 6 throughout the car, so 8 in total. And there's your little aircon and your 8-inch display, which isn't the best display, definitely could be improved. And there is your little front pocket, 2 drink bottle holders, and a decent amount of space for you to move front and back. And there is your, now that button is for your lumbar support. So it's still got a manual pulley here to pull the chair front and back, and then a manual compression to go up and down. But overall, the Corolla is really nice. The ZR is the top of the line. It gets obviously the most amount of features. It looks the nicest, it's got the best wheels, it's got the best engine, or whether you want the petrol or the hybrid, they're both super good. You're going to get about 6 litres per 100 claimed average on the petrol versus 4.2 on the hybrid. But the thing is with the petrol is you're probably going to end up getting 8 to 10 in the city, and then combined driving you could probably pull it down to 7 or 8. But there it is. We're going to take it for a drive, so stay tuned for the full review. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.